Kim Childs with the Kim Childs team at Keller Williams Realty Portland Premier. Today I want to talk a little bit about what is the inspection period. So there's a section in the Oregon Residential Real Estate Agreement marked inspections, and in there it talks about that it is advisable for a buyer to have an inspection and that it should be done by a qualified licensed person who's trained in this area. And also it makes the point that the listing agent and the buyer's agent are not qualified to perform inspections. Great information for buyers to know. After that, one of the first things they could do is they could choose a whole house inspection. And a whole house inspection basically is where an inspector comes out and they take a look at the home and all the systems within the home. And they also typically have like a 10 business day customary time period, and that's negotiable, where not only do the inspections need to be completed, but also any negotiations for repairs. And if the 10 business days comes and goes and no agreement is reached, then the original contract is in force. Also, if the buyer finds that there's too many repairs and they don't want to buy the house, or the seller doesn't agree to negotiate with them, the buyer can unconditionally disapprove based on inspections, terminate the contract, and get their earnest money back. It's a unilateral right in the agreement. And then the third thing is that buyer and seller might negotiate and agree upon some different terms, including some repairs, and those would need to be agreed by 5 p.m. on the end of the inspection period. A second addendum that can be included is called alternative inspection procedures, and that is similar to whole house, but on the addendum it lists a whole host of different types of inspections that could be done. They're individual detailed inspections. So for example, radon is included there, sewer, pest and dry rot, chimney, and many others as well. And a buyer may choose to do that, and that actually you can check which inspections you want and who's expected to pay for them, just to make sure there's no confusion on that. The time frames are exactly the same as a whole house inspection, and just unconditionally disapproving if the buyer wants to do that by the end of the inspection period at 5 p.m. And the third area that a buyer can choose would be where they waive having an inspection. And that, if they choose that, that's saying that they like the condition of the property, they will take it just the way it is, and the elements within, and that they're voluntary doing so. And then in addition to that, I would highly suggest that any buyer in Oregon review the property advisory that's located at OregonRealtors.org. There's great information in there for buyers in Oregon. And as usual, if you have any questions about anything to do with residential real estate, give me a call, give me a text. I'd love to help. Have a great day.